Valentine's Day, like I know you saw a lot of the boyfriend girlfriend reveals
Hmm.
on social media yesterday. Did I saw you? You know, you posted like a really nice collage of Nat and yourself. I thought that was really adorable.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn these little layouts for pictures and stuff that they have on Instagram, and I had some pictures that I had already brought to the forefront of my gallery and things, just
Uh,
because one of my gifts to Nat was I don't even know how to describe it. It's almost like a picture wheel sort of thing where you
like a
open.
physical like picture will.
No, so it's like you open the presents and then it's like a octagon shaped thing. You open it and then it the flaps open up with different pictures and then you keep opening. It's like every box contains another box with more pictures, kind of.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was
That's really nice. Like, you know, Abigail actually got like printed out a bunch of pictures for me, and like I never have like physical pictures unless like we go to these places and they're like,
yeah.
oh, you know, we'll take a picture of you for $20. I always buckle and get those fucking cheap ass glass frames, but you know, I think it's a nice little staple. But outside of that, I don't really have like physical pictures.
It is. I mean, it we live in a digital world now. Things have just changed so much. I think the same is true for me. I don't have that many physical pictures except for maybe the holiday cards that get sent every once in a while. That random couple, random stuff. But um, she liked it. She liked it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like pressure to like do like, you know, to post things on social media like or, you know, cuz some people are more private, but I feel like this year I saw a lot more people be more open.
No, for me, I will agree with the last statement. I definitely feel like a lot of people posted this year. It
Yeah.
seemed like people were in the Valentine's Day sort of spirit, I guess. Even Nat, she mentioned that on her way to work yesterday, a ton of people had red on, which
Mm.
she feels like she hasn't really seen in previous years. But I don't really think it's pressure. For me, it's more like I know that Natalie loves some of the lovey dovey stuff. So if I know she likes that, it's like if in an argument you know what's going to push somebody's buttons.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to piss them off, you push that button. Whereas if you know somebody's going to like something, you push the same button that you know they're going to like. Like
Yes, the positive kind of way.
exactly,
Yeah, to influence
exactly.
people.
So I mean, she liked it a lot, and even though she almost never posts on social media, she likes looking at mine. I'm like, whatever that
Yeah,
means.
you know, one of your favorite people posted on social media, Larsa Pippen, with her man Marcus Jordan, Michael Jordan's son. You know, you're a big Michael Jordan fan. She's been really public with this guy. She's calling this guy her forever Valentine now. Do you think she's going a little bit too hard?
I mean, listen, if it's working, who am I?
Mm.
Who am I to say anything? Like, maybe that is the person for her. Clearly, it wasn't Scotty or Future or some of these other ball players that she's been seen out and about with. But this is the longest relationship I've seen from her in a while now.
Since
What?
she's been married to Scottie Pippen and had like a whole family with like 4 or 5 kids.
Yeah,
You know, now she's running around with one of the kids that she used to, you know, babysit. Um,
don't do that. Don't do that.
do you think that's a form of revenge on her side, man? You know, Scotty and Mike, they're not on the best terms. She's not on the best terms with Scotty. Clearly, what's up with Scotty? And did you ever read his book? I don't think we ever talked about
I'm never reading Scottie Pippen's book, so he can just cry and talk about how he didn't get enough credit.
it.
Listen, I think that they they definitely they definitely cross paths numerous times. There's a 16-year age gap between them. He's what 32, she's like 48 or something.
Mm.
I would have. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's weird, especially once you get to that point. But maybe they have a lot of things in common.
Yeah, like yes, I don't know, old Chicago Bulls memorabilia in the family, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um,
I mean, listen, she's a beautiful woman. He's a nice looking young man. Like I wish them all the best. I wish
Yeah.
them all the best. But it's got to be nasty for their affiliates.
I don't know,
Let's say
man.
that.
It's got to be weird. How do you think? How do you think Michael Jordan responds? Do you think Marcus has brought her around? Like how do you think those conversations
Yo,
go?
Jordan's probably the biggest jerk. Like he's got to be the biggest asshole. I assume that he is saying like snide comments all the time.
Damn, like
That's what I would assume from Jordan.
shit.
I if I'm this guy's dad and he ends up with like previously one of my great friends that I played basketball with for what 10 plus years, and he ends up with that guy's wife, like you think he's just like, oh, I'm so happy you found love. Like that's not Jordan. That's never been Jordan. First off, and I'm sure that it's not the way he talks to his son.
Yes. Do you think he's finally? Do you think Michael Jordan is finally proud of his son? I mean, you know his his sons.
You made it. You made it.
Finally, you did something to make me proud because I feel like Marcus is trying to do something for his dad, and Larsa is trying to do something against her ex man, and I feel like I don't believe their relationship, but I feel like people do petty shit. I did see some other petty headlines like Megan Fox apparently broke up with Machine Gun Kelly. She followed Eminem on Instagram before totally deactivating her profile. But then on Valentine's Day, she was out with MGK. So it seems like they're still together. I know, we talked about them like sucking each other's blood and doing all other types of weird shit. Um, what do you think of the her following Eminem and then being in the car with him the next day? What do you think those conversations were like?
I mean, listen, there are people that I know that they have fights one weekend and then the next weekend everything's good. Like it's just some couples, yeah, some couples, some relationships, it's like that.
You know any couples who drink each other's blood, like Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly?
No, that I don't know. I know it's Wednesday, White People Wednesday, but it's Black History Month, so not this month. But
No, yeah, not this month. It is Black History Month, guys. We shouldn't even be talking about these vampires, but hey, it is what it is, man. But yeah, she followed his ops. What do you think about like people doing the like post breakup or an emotional state? Like, does she end up looking stupid, like trying to like make him upset in that type of way?
I mean,
Or like if you're Eminem, like how do you feel about that? Do you shrug it off?
if I'm Eminem, I could not care less because Eminem is a top 10 rapper of all time. Like, there's no reason to care.
Yeah.
I just she does look stupid. She looks petty. She's too old for this. I mean, it's just at a certain point. I think people really, especially in that sort of celebrity level, they try to use these random dumb things against the other person.
Yeah.
And
It makes headlines too.
yeah, it makes headlines. Whereas, like, if a normal couple did this, it'd be like, oh, that's messed up. Like, blah blah blah. Like, they would talk amongst their friend group. Instead, it's like, oh, an article in some newspaper or magazine or something.
Yeah, this is where the news has us in 2023.
Exactly.
But yeah, like I did find an article about a girl trying to get back at her ex. She made a TikTok saying that she messed with his bank accounts and dropped him from his college courses. Now, the TikTok trend was non-lethal ways to get back at your ex. I know, we're celebrating love. It's Valentine's Day. But what do you think about people like going out of their way to like get revenge and to play with someone's money and education and call it non-lethal? Because a lot of people responded very negatively to this girl.
Yeah, I honestly that I don't respect because you're talking not just about somebody's livelihood and what they've been putting work into, and it's already bad enough that it's kind of like tied together. Like she's paying for this stuff, and then at the same time he's cheating on her behind her back. But it's just like he's also got to be smarter. Like if this person is funding your future, you can't just like cheat on them. You can't just fuck around behind their back. You
Whoa,
can't
whoa,
do
whoa,
that.
whoa!
You have
You
to
so
understand like
you're saying you could cheat if you're not financially tied, but if you are financially tied, then that's a bridge too far.
no, I'm saying you have to be smart. Like you have to weigh this stuff. If you're getting bankrolled, you have a sugar mama essentially. You the oldest rule in the book is don't fuck up the money.
Mm. Yes. ASAP Rocky said that. I mean, he has a dollar sign in his name. Of course, he was going to get his billionaire baby mama pregnant
Exactly.
again, back
Exactly.
to back. Shout out to him, Black King, making Black history. The first Black man in America to get a billionaire pregnant twice. Shout out to him.
Is he
Um,
the first? I mean, isn't Ye the first?
yeah, but I mean, but she was a billionaire after the kids, and now they're divorced. So
Was it after? I don't
they
know.
you're right. You know what? Let's acknowledge Kanye because
Yeah.
they try to erase him from our history books
He's been a trendsetter for too long. He's been a trendsetter for too long.
way too long. Someone else said that they that I DoorDash $300 worth of food to my house over the course of a few months from my ex's credit card after he got someone else prego. A woman said in the comment section. I mean, like he already got the woman pregnant. Move on. Like why are you like still feeding yourself? He has to feed a child. Like that's just selfish behavior. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with any of this petty stuff. Like if someone does you dirty, just move on. Find the match for you. You know, Patti LaBelle, she's 78 and she says she's ready to date and she's out there looking. 78, man. But she's a legend. Like if you were single, you know, you're a singer, would you consider taking her out for a nice evening?
No, not like dating. She's 50 years older than me. There's no way.
Yeah, she's also $50 million richer than you, at least, like probably. So you said money.
Yeah, no. There's things money can't buy, and I'm not one of them. Like I she's the same age as my parents, and my parents are old enough to be my grandparents. All respect due to my parents, but I'm just saying there's no way. There's no way.
So do you think 78? Like how do you, to be 78 to be Patti LaBelle? Like for her to proclaim she's ready to date, like what do you think that even looks like in 2023?
I mean, her dating pool has to be so like. Who is she? Who's even? Keith Sweat would probably take a shot. He would probably take a shot at that.
Oh my god. She said, I'm too good to be solo. I do have a nice person in mind, but that's my personal business. Okay. Okay, so it seems like she already has someone.
Hmm.
There's love out there for everyone. You know, we saw Eric Andre at the Knicks game with Emily Ratajkowski. And he posted a naked selfie with her on Instagram
He
on
did.
Valentine's Day for everyone to see, man.
He did.
Are these rich, divorced, beautiful women using these comedy guys as accessories? Are they what's in?
I think that I think it works both ways. I mean, if you find a relationship that's complementary and you're both able to benefit and you're happy with each other, like, is that a bad thing?
No, I'm not saying it's a good or bad. I'm just focusing on the trend because we know we saw Kim Kardashian date Pete Davidson after divorcing Kanye West. Emily Ratajkowski just finished a messy divorce. She said her husband was cheating on her, and now you know she was seen with Pete Davidson. Now she's seen with Eric Andre. So
Cheating
it's
on her is crazy, but
is it
I mean,
is it?
for every bad, you know the
Well,
rest.
no, I don't know the rest.
Anyway, I think that if the relationship works, it works. Eric Andre, he's a funny guy. He's been around in the industry for a long time.
Mm.
She's beautiful and now single. I think she's having fun. I think they use these comedians as like please make me feel better for these next six
Make me
months.
laugh.
Yeah,
Make me laugh.
make me happy. We'll have a good time together. I'll remember this for however long, and then when they're ready to be serious, they cut them loose.
Or yeah, shout out to them. I'm tired of these. I'm tired of these people making headlines for going to Knicks games together because I look up Knicks news like every day, and I don't care. I don't care who's dating who. I don't care who's going to the Knicks game with who. Tell me about Jalen Brunson scoring 40 at the Garden on the Nets because the Knicks run New York City. The Nets are failures.
That is
They're
the
failures.
loudest bomb ever.
The Nets are failures, man. I just had
They
to
are.
shout them out. They fumbled the bag. That was Black History.
They
They
fumbled three
three
bags.
bags.
Like,
James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and Kevin Durant all in their prime. How do you mess that up? But the Knicks run New York.
I mean, listen, when they first got all three of them, the conversation was the same thing. It was like, is this going to work? You've got three divas. They are all also injury prone. Like, and we saw all that play out the way that we kind of thought. Like, it had to be a perfect scenario for it to work out for the Nets where they were actually going to be able to get to the playoffs, be dominant in the playoffs, and make it to the finals. It had to be perfect. And it was everything but. So I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, if this was the Knicks who fumbled those players,
it
it'll
would
be
be
talked about
Armageddon. Like it would be,
forever.
yeah. Don't, yeah, yeah. No,
So I had to highlight it because nobody else will. They try to sweep it under the rug.
yeah. I will say it has been pretty quiet. Like, yeah, the trade happened and everything like that. But I think because Harden was gone first, they ended up with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was trash. Everybody talked about that all last year, and most of the first half of this season. And then Kyrie had already asked for a trade. KD was like kind of wishy washy. Like, I feel like we've known this was coming for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't expect it to come through right before the trade deadline like that, though.
Yeah, it was
I
one
did
after
not
the other.
expect that, yeah.
Kyrie, he said, I'm out of here. They traded him to Dallas. Then they, soon after traded KD to Phoenix, which I'm
Mhm.
happy for both of them. I think it's a better situation for both.
Oh, for sure. For
I,
sure.
I love them both. I'm gonna miss being able to see them at Barclays Center for like $13, which is is a fucking steal.
Disrespectful to Barclays, man.
I love Barclays. I loved it
I like
for
that arena
concerts.
too. I
Yeah,
like that arena
like
too.
we both have seen like really good concerts there. In our break, I saw Future there, which was a really good show.
Mhm.
Shout out to Future. He was way better than Kid Cudi, who was there months earlier. I'm still mad at Kid Cudi for that, but hey, you know what? We move on.
Yeah.
Um,
It's okay. Let
but
it
yeah,
go. Let it go.
yeah. If the Knicks fumbled 3 stars like that, you would never hear the end of it. But it's okay. I appreciate flying under the radar. I love Josh Hart and Brunson right now.
Heart's looking good. Heart's looking good.
Villanova boys
Yeah.
doing their thing. So, yeah, man, we had to highlight that. Some Valentine's Day love to my New York Knicks. Love my Knicks. Yeah, this man loved his girlfriend so much that he proposed to her. He had this whole beach proposal like laid out with a bunch of candles.
Mm-hmm.
And this man lost the ring in the sand. He fumbled the ring, couldn't find it. I know we talked about a similar story about a man dropping the ring in a pond.
Yeah, he was like standing on a like a pier or something, and it fell through the wood boards.
Yes. So this is happening pretty often with these extravagant proposals. What do you make of this? How sick would you be if you lost the ring in something in the sand and couldn't find it? Do you get one of those metal detectors like right away?
You have to. You have to literally leave your. I don't know if she is the fiance because she hasn't gotten the ring, but you have to leave her there. Be like, do not move from this spot. You go get a metal detector and then come right back. Like, you have to. It's a ring that costs thousands of dollars.
Yes.
There's no way. But I mean, this guy, he set himself up for failure. He did it at night. They had lights and stuff on the ground. It looked beautiful, but you can't fumble.
Yeah, you can't fumble, yo. This is the setup he had. You could see the candles on the sand. It says "Marry Me,"
Yeah.
but you can't see the ring because that shit got lost. Do you think the people are doing these things for social media? Actually, in our break, I wanted to bring up. I went to a friend of ours' wedding, Yilson. Shout out to him. Getting married in Cartagena, beautiful Cartagena, Colombia. And I was out with Abby. We were out to eat at this really cool restaurant by the water.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy had a drone fly up to the table by the water, drop off a ring, like with a claw. And he picked it up, proposed to his girl. He had like a photographer come through. The drone took a video. It was a beautiful thing, right? When the sun was setting, taking more pictures and stuff. Do you feel like people are? You think the bar just keeps getting higher? We know Kanye proposed in the stadium to Kim Kardashian like 10 years ago. But like, you think this is going to keep getting more wild and people are going to keep losing rings by trying to like
I mean,
do two things that are too extravagant?
I I can only assume. I mean, they have a whole saying that says "keep it simple." Keep it simple. And I know people want to make a big gesture, and they want to be out of the box. They want to do something unique, do something different, do something that's never been seen before.
Mm.
Have all the people there to like see it happen and stuff like that. But I'll be damned if I lose the ring before she even gets it, because there's no, no, no.
Yeah, yeah, man. Prayers to them and everyone else who's trying to show out in your proposals.